Hey, so I wanted to record this video to talk about the use case for AI and JSON in Clay. Essentially, JSON, if you don't know what it is, it's a very standard format to send data between two different systems, usually via an API. You can look it up, watch a YouTube video, it's pretty simple. But within the context of Clay, it can be really useful to take strings of text and turn them into JSON outputs. So for this company, we wanted to extract their address into a very specific format, different like street address, city, state, zip code, and then country code. So we found the address. We did a waterfall, first checking LinkedIn company address, and then if we couldn't find LinkedIn company address, we would use Claygen to go and find the address. But the waterfall result here was a company address string. So you can see here we have the street name, this is like an apartment number, the city, state, zip code, and then country. And sometimes the countries are probably the countries were spelled out like United States, and other times it was the US, the country code. Here you can see California is like lowercase, and the city's lowercase, but the street's uppercase. So this is very all over the place, and we really wanted to standardize this. The client specifically wanted the country code and this format of 2 letters. That's how their CRM is standardized. And they do most of their segmentation by country, but they also have territories in specific countries, so maybe they'd want states as well. So how do you take this string of text and turn it into individual columns that you can filter on in a standardized format? That's where JSON would come in. So I used another GPT prompt. I think I used 4.0 for this instead of 4.0 mini, so it would be more accurate. I don't know why this is a Claygen prompt. It shouldn't be. Maybe you can use 4.0 mini. You can test it. This probably actually 4 minutes probably fine. We're gonna take the OpenAI API that we have in our account, which in this case, it looks like I don't have our API key connected. Maybe it was deleted, but really they should be connected. Okay, great. So what you're going to do is make sure you're doing content creation, not web research like I had. That was a mistake. And this is the prompt that I made, and I'll show you how JSON comes in handy here. You will be given a company street address from LinkedIn. I want you to turn it into different parts: street, city, state, zip, country. Right? In JSON format as your output. Here's the input, and I pass in the address. I'll put their street, city, state, zip, and county, and country as you would if you were writing a letter with standard mail format. Format the city with full name, the state with full name, and country with full name. All should have proper capitalization and avoid abbreviations. I actually gave it a contradicting instruction here, which is not good. I'm going to delete that, even though it worked fine. All should have, okay, when outputting the country, use ISO 3166-1 alpha-2 country codes. I didn't know what that meant. I Googled it. Basically, there's just standard formatting, like a globally agreed upon format for countries with 2-letter country codes. So I just looked that up. I told the AI to do that, and it knows what it's talking about somehow, which is insane, but that's for a different story. Okay, so then I said here, output in JSON format, and once again, I went over here and I clicked generate from prompt, right? So you click that, and then this is going to output a JSON schema that will always make sure that the output is correct. So you can see here, it's an object with properties, street, right? The street address, city, state, zip, and country. So then when you actually open up the outputs here, you can see this AI prompt now took this string and output the street as one field, the city as one field, the state, the zip code, and the country, and the 2-letter country code. And now for each one of these, if I want to, for example, if this client said, hey, we want the states too for territories or even cities, I could click on this and output a new column for the state. And now all of a sudden we have from this crazy address here, or what's it called? Just like this string of text, we can figure out the states. And because AI is doing it, if they miss out on, let's say, the state and their address on LinkedIn because it's user generated, but they have the city, so the AI probably knows, and the zip code especially, the AI will know which state it goes in. So it's usually very, very accurate, even if the raw text is missing data. Aside from formatting it properly, it also fills in missing data, which is cool. So that's a really clear use case for JSON and AI, where you want to take a string of text or an unstructured data set and turn it into a very structured data set for filtering and things like that.